G'day, guys! It is Wednesday, my dudes, and we are back with another podcast. This is cringy. It's pretty humid today. We got some spicy topics for you. My name is Phoebe.
I'm Cheesy.
I'm Johnny.
That's Johnny. We didn't get to this, did we?
Wow.
I'm normally second, so that's what I'm used to.
Well, I was normally second.
Bullcrap! Look at the thing that we do is did.
I was second on the first one.
I was second on the first one.
I was
I'm
second on the
Olivia.
first one, Cheesy.
I was second
I'm
on the
Johnny
first
now.
one.
Next
Oh, you were
person.
the second one.
That's you, Lenny.
Stop
No,
arguing over
it's
it.
not. It would be Connor. Connor's always ahead of me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Connor then.
I am Lenny.
Yep. Okay.
And then it should be Miles.
Should be Miles.
Oh,
Where is
I
the
exist.
kilometers?
Yeah, Miles
Hello.
existed. Charlie existed.
Oh,
Everyone exists.
lovely.
Alright.
Charlie exists. Other people exist. What
Everyone
game are we
existed.
playing today, Cheesy?
We are playing Minecraft as per
Minecraft.
usual.
Lenny just called
Oh,
me Charlie.
God.
It's still
Because
Wait,
I know.
learning podcast.
Wait, we're playing Minecraft? No one told me this.
No, I am.
We're playing
They're
Minecraft
playing
Windows
Minecraft.
10 edition.
Yeah, they're playing the dope.
Yeah, the dope.
Oh, Windows 10 edition.
The dope version.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
invite me.
Invite you.
Yeah, this is a great podcast. Lovely. Oof.
Liv's our host as per usual.
Olivia.
Oh, I'm being the host today?
Yeah.
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 Oh my god.
That's normal.
Well, okay, well, I haven't been here for a while, as you can tell, hopefully. So today we're going to be talking about huge barrier isn't trapping plastic waste in oceans. We're
Oh, I
talking
just
about
put that in
science a
there.
lot today, and we also have a good topic on IGN News. This is exciting.
Oh, we also
As we
got
said,
about-
we introduced ourselves before. It's Wednesday for us and very hot, so if our brains are scattered, apologies in advance. And our first topic of the day.
Connor Thornberry. You said
Sorry,
What?
no, it's all good. I didn't. Say
something. No, you did say something.
No, I didn't, Lenny. I think you're.
Alright,
I think you're mistaken.
No.
Well, our first topic, recommended by Mark, is landmark dementia study to begin human trial after dementia symptoms reversed in mice. Human trials next after federal funding announced. So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
in
dementia and
the-
stuff.
In the article, it says a promising study that reversed dementia symptoms in mice is beginning in human trials in Queensland thanks to 10 million in federal funding. Researchers have
Lovely.
found they can blast away the toxic plague from the brain using innovative non-toxic treatments and an ultrasound, which I think is amazing. Go science, woohoo!
Yay. This is a great podcast.
Well, it's going to
Oh.
be good if you guys stop saying it's a great podcast sarcastically.
I love podcasts.
why is this
Anyone-
more formal than the second podcast?
It feels, feels different.
Feels a lot different.
Apologies in advance if you hear me eating. I'm having lunch.
ASMR, that adds content.
Yep.
Okay, so
I
what
mean-
do you actually... Okay, continue, DB.
Oh, I was gonna say, ASMR YouTubers are making the big bucks these days, so I mean...
Hell
Three
yeah.
bucks!
Just eat it, like, right in front of the mic or whatever.
Hey.
Adds content.
Yeah, I'm playing
But
Battlefield
there's
5
also
as
people
usual.
that enjoy that.
Yeah, so what do you
Anyway.
think of the dementia thing?
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
You
to
think
hear.
dementia's amazing? That's a bit messed up.
Oh,
Wow,
Wow. Okay
Miles.
then.
Wow. Well then. Sounds amazing.
What's that article, like, please?
It's like the top one in the podcast. Not in the top, a bunch of topics at once.
Yeah.
No, but even like
Yeah.
when we reading a couple of books about it in class this year, like what was that one book? And it had dementia. Or
Read
wait, was
books?
that year 8? And
That one book that has dementia.
That one book.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
Um,
book.
Featherboy,
Featherboy.
that was the one. Featherboy.
Oh,
Featherboy.
I-
Oh, okay.
Rightio.
That was
Yeah.
last...
I don't,
Wait,
That was quite a good.
Yeah.
I
book.
don't think,
Oh, shit.
Featherboy had anything to do with dementia.
Here it did.
The old,
Yeah,
the old lady.
There
had
was
that.
old
bitch.
people
Oh,
in
lady,
it.
yeah.
Ah.
That's right. Old
There was
woman.
old people in it, so of course there was dementia.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice one.
That was also
That's-
asthma in it. It was lovely.
Oh yeah.
And OCD. There was OCD. Lol.
And strawberry jams.
What relevance does that have here?
Well,
Run,
I just
rabbit,
thought I'd
run,
point it out.
rabbit, run.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
back on the.
Yes. What? Is that Gamer Girl?
Okay, we go.
Gamer Girl. Read.
What happened, Gamer Girl?
What?
You
I think it was John. I honestly think it was John.
really?
I haven't said anything in like the last 5 minutes.
Oh no, it'd be John.
I thought it was Miles again.
What?
You weren't here
Kim
before,
went
Lenny.
ding again.
He made a loud screech a few seconds.
That was not me. I did not make loud
I feel like
screeches.
it was John. It sounded
Yeah.
like
Gamer
No.
Girl John. Oh yeah, that was definitely John.
Oh, revive me, someone, please.
I feel like we're really tired today for some reason. Easy.
I-
Oh, I'm sick.
I mean, I have not slept in 3 days and 10 hours.
I think it's just
If I sleep in
Like-
4 days, you stay out with me tonight, Cheesy.
Okay, radio, sure.
like
Sure.
no
considering-
cheesy. I'll force you to sleep.
Oh, okay.
I'm down for
Connor was
another night.
about to talk.
Sorry, Connor,
I'll do another-
continue.
You know how we're like so busy during this term that we're almost too busy to realize that we're tired. So I think that's why we're all so like just sleepy.
Yeah.
I was like that yesterday, and at work and stuff. I was just like, "Wait, what did you say to me?" Every time someone.
That's me every day.
Oh my god. That's always me at work.
I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys.
Hey,
Robot!
robot's back.
Robot!
They're always
Phoebe, you've been like freed from the curse.
There we go. There's a robot. Put it in chat.
I was saying.
Sorry.
Ow.
Indeed. F, indeed.
Yeah.
Cheesy, what's your S+ gaming tag?
Cheesy 3769.
Oh,
Right in the chat. I don't remember that.
It's basically my Epic Games one.
I don't know what your Epic Games one is.
Cheesy
put it on
7769.
Discord. Probably shouldn't say it over the internet.
Who cares?
You
It's
don't
basically
know.
they can
Oh,
see me
I
type in Minecraft. They can
Cheesy
see.
37.
69.
God.
69.
Oh, fuck.
3,700.
I have exciting news.
What
I
is
think
it
I want
saying?
to start a Twitch channel and a YouTube channel. Woo.
All right, Joseph.
So I want to.
Whoa. Yeah, Joey.
You're not
Oh,
allowed to
okay.
stop
Olivia.
saying names, you dopey boy.
He streams. It's okay. We can
Liv,
give him
But-
content.
I did that in year 7. Don't do it.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
did that even earlier.
I did.
No,
Len and I
you
did that
wrong.
very
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Len and I did that way earlier.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's
Yeah, but the problem was those everyone in the year decided to have a look at my videos because
Same as Len.
Oh,
Same.
wow.
Same as Len.
Same.
one of my friends was like, "Hey, my friend has a YouTube channel," and then everyone's like, "Whoa, let me see it," and I'm like,
No, we were just like, oh, come look at Len's video, and everyone was like, oh yeah.
yeah.
And
Now,
It's kind of-
now,
it's kind of funny how we're doing almost the exact same thing right now, except people actually like it. So I think. That's
No, we're just not gonna tell anyone.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Connor's
Except
already
that-
told like 3 people, but alright, yeah.
Connor, no.
And Miles has basically
Sorry.
like distributed to the
Yeah,
whole entire
he's-
world
yeah, he's shouted it out on his Instagram
and
so-
Give
Snapchat.
me,
Cheesy, send invite.
give me a
Ask
second.
Miles.
I think the only people who are actually going to choose to watch
Mars,
it.
what's your gamer tag?
Awesome, Miles.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay,
Connor.
Charlie,
What?
Charlie, ask that stuff like over text. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mars, your heaps of friends. It'll be fun. Nah. Is it with a Z or an S?
Yes.
Why don't you just put this on Discord?
Just text it.
Yeah, how hard's that,
Yeah,
Miles?
yeah.
Go.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
you autists.
Wow.
Okay, well, what?
Lenny
what
and
is
the
our next
autist.
topic?
Yeah, man.
Wasn't that like one of the?
90% efficient solar panels.
Mars, send
Yeah,
invite.
man.
That sounds.
See, I think Chuck
I'm-
is a little bit too enthralled in the game.
Mars, send invite.
See, he's a little bit too enthralled in the game. Like, oh, I'm gonna fix this rule.
Fuck, I'm about to throw up.
I just fixed it. I made him leave the channel. There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
That fixed it.
I'm
Yeah,
so
have-
warm right now.
Nice.
Maybe it's because of the warm weather in addition to your body temperature. Oof.
No. Anyway, what was
That's not a viable option because that makes no sense. Squishy's a vampire,
Wow.
y'all. How do you not know that?
Oh, John's back with mute. Lovely.
Yeah, I thought that you were my.
Ah!
John
keeps
just nodded.
moaning.
John.
John just nodded.
You know there's like anime, like, what's it called? Overreactions? Yeah, that's John. So,
Damn.
yeah.
Wow.
Top
okay.
10 anime sex scenes.
Goshiji-sama.
Oh god. Number 1, Boku no Piku.
Oh wow, that's such a good anime. Definitely 10 out of 10 recommended.
Euphoria.
Okay.
Euphoria,
Jesus.
also a good one. Everyone
Was
go
that-
watch them.
Okay, not a good topic,
John,
John. Whoever
John's
that was.
having spasms.
John
Jesus Christ.
is having an orgasm, yeah.
No, I think he just like slammed his like.
John, mute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll explain what happened. I'm buying a camera lens, right, for myself for Christmas.
Yes.
I found the cheapest one, which is $140. They have the shipping is $25 with a carrier, but they have free shipping at a discount, so I'm gonna get a carrier for free.
Oh dear.
Right.
Yep.
Whoa. That's great.
John, you spend like every dollar of your money. Like you never.
No.
I do. I'm terrible. I'm
It took you
500.
a year to pay me back for a concert ticket. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but, but I'm just saying you just don't have money.
Hey, no, Phoebe, that was when I was 15, right? And I'm getting like $50 a week.
True.
Wait, where
Yeah,
did
but
you
if
I was
work?
14 and
wait,
I was
never
getting
mind.
more than that. Jeez.
What?
I currently have
I'll say-
$500 in my wallet,
Ooh.
and that's more than all of you are making a week, and I've had it for like 2
What?
years now.
Why?
Do you seriously think that I make less than $500 a week?
Well, I taught Mitch Pike. I'm not Mitch Pike. Who's it? No, he doesn't work there anymore.
Why do you keep saying names?
Yes, he does.
So
Rich Park still works there.
does he?
See, you're on a podcast.
Well,
Oh,
he
well-
has consent because he's on my YouTube channel, so it's all good.
What? Does it work?
Yes, he signed a non-disclosure agreement thing. That's just completely
Righto.
different.
Yep. Okay.
Completely different. But anyway, yeah, he said he only makes like around $150 to $200 a week there.
Who?
Then again, we do get paid fortnightly, so I am getting confused.
Okay.
And that's where your name comes from. Oof, I'm joking.
Huh?
Shut up.
No, it comes.
No.
It,
Do you want to know
I
where the
get it.
Do you
I can
want to
tell-
know where the name came from?
Yes,
Yes.
I can tell everyone. See, there's
No,
a
no,
game
no.
called Fortnite, and she was addicted to it, so she made the
Okay.
name.
Do you want to hear the real reason? So,
Yes.
Yes.
I used to do scouts.
I can
And
see where this is going.
no. You probably can't. I used to do scouts, and there's this big camp called Jamboree, and
Yeah.
we stayed for like 13 nights, just camping, and it was pretty cool. It's like the biggest camp in scouts that there is, so like it's a pretty big deal. It was pretty fun, but
Oh wow.
our troop, which is like all the people in our camp, we were pretty close, and like we made lots of jokes, but I was always the one where someone would make a joke and everyone would laugh, and it'd be 10 minutes later, and then I'd start laughing at the joke because it took me a fortnight to get the joke. Aha.
See, I knew that
Ah.
was coming because everyone calls me crap. What was the name? Kai calls me Kai calls me 2016 because all my jokes are old and it takes me a while to get some jokes.
Lol.
Again.
Again.
Names. Dab, dab, dab.
Hey, Kai watches this.
Uh,
Anyway,
Doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Shout out to Kai.
Shout out to
yeah, I was
Batesy.
gonna do it anyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Batesy is also another member, but she's currently not here.
Shout out to Holly.
Shit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, continue with that. Yeah, to continue with she.
Batesy is
Shout
another
out to
member of
Holly.
ours, but yeah.
Oh yeah, does anyone like shepherd's pie? Just curious because we.
I've
were
never
asking
I'm
had it.
literally
before.
eating a shepherd's pie right now.
Yeah, I know. That's
Oh,
why I'm
God.
asking.
Oh,
Does
I've never
anyone
had it.
dislike it?
You've never
I
had
dislike
shepherd's
it.
pie?
No.
It's a shame.
What even is it?
Okay,
Oh,
so
it's
it's literally a plain meat pie, but instead of having pastry on the top, it's mashed potato. But it's been like slightly like cooked, so it's a little crunchier. And
And
it's
it also has
amazing.
peas in it sometimes as well. It's
No, it
pretty
doesn't.
nice. Oh, doesn't it?
Traditional shepherd's pie is just plain meat pie.
Oh, okay. We have peas in ours. It's yum.
Ew.
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not traditional.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sorry then.
No, I'm saying that you need to change up some stuff. Tradition's all boring. Keep it up. Give it the time.
Okay.
Add kale to it. Why not?
God.
That'll make it terrible. Like, actually.
Just
My
out of
dad used to
curiosity,
think- Oh, go
Yes.
ahead.
does anybody watch Doctor Who?
No.
Why are we changing
No.
topics
On
like
occasion.
24/7?
I actually knew someone who I'm not going to mention his name for Lenny's sake.
Yeah.
I knew
no,
someone that watched
he-
Doctor Who. Okay.
he was only like he'd probably be like in early high school now, but like a couple of years ago he was a Doctor Who fanatic. It was insane. And he
Oh.
knew, like, all the
Cough,
Doctors,
cough, Chris.
and no, it's not Chris.
Okay,
No.
This is generic.
No, and he was like he knew everything about Doctor Who.
Cough,
And
cough,
I
Chris.
just like how do you
Who?
know all this stuff? It's crazy.
I thought there was gonna be
I
a
was just
podcast not ripping on someone.
Ooh.
True.
Nah,
That same John. What's the difference?
there's the difference.
Haha.
I was just gonna say, we had the season finale, and yeah. Anyway,
How
Maybe.
new
was
topic.
how was it?
Well, Doctor Who has had the same writer slash director for like, well, not the same person, but I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a gazillion years, and I really don't know how many, but for the longest time, and like, for this season, they got a new writer for Doctor Who, and the Doctor was a girl. They changed it to a girl. This new writer is a feminist.
Oh, we
Joking,
legit
but
said we weren't going to talk about that type of stuff.
but
What
no,
have
no,
you
no.
done?
Anyway,
That has to do with Doctor Who. It's okay.
it's Doctor Who. No, he's not. That was just. Excuse me. Yeah, and the season was really, really good. But the thing is, what the old Ratty used to do. What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I know it. Just for some reason, I got a mental blank. The season finale would always be like this massive, big, like extravagant thing, and this season it was just like a normal episode, and everyone's like, "What's going on?" But then everyone's like, "Actually, that's kind of good because, change it up." And we're like, "No, tradition. You gotta stick with tradition." Like, oh well.
So no
Things change.
world-shattering event at the end of the season.
No.
Oh.
And like, it was literally a monster that got defeated in the first episode, and he came back and he needed like 10-foot breathing tanks just to stay alive, and he was like the main monster, and it wasn't very scary. It's like, oh, they defeated him again, and now he's a cripple.
Oh,
He's a
damn.
Oh.
How often do they change doctors? Like how often is that? Isn't it like a couple of years? Or...
A couple of seasons. Like, there's one season every year, and there could be like 1 to like even 4 seasons per doctor. You never know.
Oh,
Depends. They're speculating. Oh my god. That I heard that this doctor's gonna leave after next year.
Oh.
I don't know. Well, what the frick?
how long was like Peter Capaldi in there?
A couple of seasons. I can't remember whether it was 2 or 3. I wasn't really. He was one of my least favorite out of my favorites. I liked
Yeah.
him, but like he wasn't my favorite. But I
Who's your
liked
favorite?
Okay, so with Peter Capaldi, I liked the Doctor. I just didn't like the season. That's what it was. So
Right.
that made me like the Doctor less.
Wasn't Tom Baker really good?
Oh yeah, because he was all the like adult people. He was the one that everyone grew up with. Like all of our parents, they grew up with him.
Yeah.
So that's why he's really popular.
Yeah.
Can we change topics?
Okay, let's do that.
Remember when
Right.
Chris used to rip on you, Phoebe, because you had that Doctor Who necklace?
That's just
I
roast.
know.
That's just wrong.
He legit had a Doctor Who bedspread and a massive picture frame on his wall,
Yeah.
and his nickname on like Discord was
Crispy
Whovian,
Yeah.
and he ripped on me for having a TARDIS necklace.
Whoa.
Fight.
Feels bad, man.
No, Chris and I are friends. God, don't take that in a bad way.
Wait,
Somehow.
Sometimes.
he has
No,
friends?
here's the thing. He was only like jealous because he didn't have it.
Yeah.
He didn't have a TARDIS necklace.
Basically,
No, no.
what you
Which was probably made for female
It was.
audience.
But he's
to be
female.
fair, that was year 8.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, what's other thing? Doctor Who time travel is time travel possible. Blah blah. Time travel.
oh, time.
Dude, time.
Time.
Oh, we need to talk about the simulation.
We need to stop
Oh,
using inside jokes because
Yeah.
it's funny to us, but no one else.
I was watching this Interstellar analysis video the other day, right? And it's really good. And it talks about how time is, yeah,
Non-existent.
Time.
like it talks about time in a different way, and it's really interesting.
Care to explain?
I can't remember what he said exactly.
Oh, well.
Oh, that's.
It's weird how people say that time doesn't exist. Like, how is that possible?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, it does exist, but it doesn't.
Time
it
is the
exists.
fourth dimension.
Time exists all at once, and we're only experiencing it linearly.
But you can grow it.
Nobody. Why am I doing that? That's not funny.
So.
Miles and cheesy, we can see it.
Okay, so Connor,
Yeah.
so you know the first dimension. Yep.
No.
No, okay, let's start with the second dimension. So with the second dimension, you can only go up and down, right?
Yeah.
It's like in a up, down, left, and right. I mean, because it's 2. Like
2D
for example, yeah, like a platformer. Like for example, if you draw something on a piece of paper, it's 2D because it can't move. Yes, it can move up, down, left, and right, but it can't move in depth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Connor,
In
just
3D, you can move in depth, so you can move in 3-dimensional.
It can move height and length, but not.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. And the fourth dimension, which is time,
Right.
we're only stuck in that fourth dimension because we can't move forwards or backwards in time. It's like
Oh.
it's like a figure in 2D. He can't move in depth. He can only stay in 2D,
Yeah.
and we can't move in time because we're in 3D.
Do you think Harley's lonely?
Yeah, he just joined. I'm moving him now. There you go.
Welcome, Harley. This is our
Harley.
guest,
Hey,
Harley.
hello.
It's a guest, Harley.
He's also known as
Our #1 viewer.
yeah.
No. He's also known as Father.
There's a
George.
polar bear.
Hey, look. He's gonna spit.
Nah,
Really
there
good.
you go.
Oh,
Father
there we
George,
go.
alright.
I had my phone resting in my brow because I was filling up my drink bottle, and somewhere along the line my phone fell through my shirt, but I didn't even notice. So now my cord to my head is gone. What? Where? Through my shirt, but then I've put it back in my. What? I'm tangled.
You like the movie?
No.
Wait, is Liv still here?
Oh my god! I
Oh,
watched.
okay.
I watched this video. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Game Theory. He's pretty unpopular.
Yeah.
That's Pat Radio.
Matt,
Don't know who
Yeah.
that is. I don't know who he is. No.
nobody knows who he is.
Oh,
But I was
Father
also
We're
George.
watching. I was watching a film theory. It was about Disney princesses, and I don't know where I'm going with this.
That was a new one, wasn't it? Like one of the more recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a new one, and he was saying, like, what it what are the qualifications to be a Disney princess? Because why are there so many Disney princesses that aren't considered Disney princess? And literally all it is you've got to have a
Magic
pet
power.
Yeah.
and a dress.
Didn't they
And
say
I was
that?
I was really underwhelmed with that one.
Isn't
No,
that?
if you go,
Moana.
if you go to Disneyland and you're trying to be a princess, they have to go through autograph training and everything.
No,
No,
We're talking about
No.
trademarked Disney princesses.
Oh, okay.
Like, Disneyland has nothing to do with that.
Well,
Actually-
no, didn't they say that in Moana at one point? He's like the god guy, like demigod,
Demigod.
Maui. He's like
Maui.
like
He's
says,
staring at
"Oh,
us.
you're a princess," and she says, "Princess," and then he goes, "Oh, you're of a certain age or something," and then you have an animal companion, so you're a princess or something like that. I can't remember.
No,
what
he
it
says
was.
you've got the dress and a companion. And he's like, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
are.
She doesn't really wear a dress though.
She doesn't. It's like traditional Pacific Islander
Yeah.
material.
I liked that movie. I thought it was really good.
I love that movie. I cried in the scene where the evil monster gets her heart back.
Tamatoa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I cried so hard at that. I
Really?
cry now.
Damn.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like,
I don't-
oh my god.
Is that
King
boy's
Kong.
name Tamatoa? Love that boy.
It was
Ten
really
minutes.
cool
It was
because
just like, really?
just like a couple of days before we saw the movie, because we saw it at a drive-in.
Oh yeah.
So we saw this weird video, and it was like about all the references in Disney movies, like to other Disney movies and stuff. And so right at the end of Moana, when like all the vegetation's getting stuff, there's like this bit where the flower from Tangled pops up. And we were like, oh,
Tangled.
look at that! It's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
the-
like
the
I
golden
thought the
flower.
flower was in. Oh, I
yeah,
was gonna say I
Tangle's
thought the
gonna
flower was
become a
in
new
Beauty
movie.
and the Beast.
Tangle's
like-
gonna become a new movie because they referenced it in heaps of other movies, so it means they're gonna have a new one coming out.
But
Oh,
nah, there's a
okay.
show of it, so that might be why.
Oh yeah, true.
They started a show up. Yeah. Actually, no, Princess Leia is now a Disney princess, technically.
Does she have a pet?
Who's her animal companion?
Yeah, she's got
Yeah.
Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
Oh my god.
That's Han
Yeah.
Solo.
Oh
So sad.
Buzz.
my god.
Han Solo.
That's animal companion.
Well, he's an
But I
animal
mean,
because
Depends on
he's part of the
yeah,
animal
BDSM,
kingdom.
you know.
so-
Oh, Father George is here. Well,
What do
I
you
know.
mean?
Yes.
Just gone quiet for a little.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I can't remember where I heard this, but someone told me that apparently the human mind thinks it's awkward. Like it's an awkward silence if it's 7.
If what?
Apparently that's an awkward silence.
No, I just think it's silence. Oh, Connor, DM me on Discord real quick.
Okay.
I gotta tell you some news.
Okay.
I just can't be bothered to fight. Scroll down.
My god, we're getting absolutely murdered. This is
Well, I mean, that
Hashtag
is
gamer
Battlefield,
girl.
so you have to get murdered.
Assuming Holly, you're playing Black Ops?
I am doing nothing.
Ah.
I am playing
No,
Vector.
Harley, since you're
Harley-
a guest here, what are we going to talk about? I don't know.
I don't even know.
Well,
Cheese,
Ah.
check the ends.
my God.
We're getting butt fucked.
Oh, right, that sounds cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
PG, Olivia.
No, fuck it. No PG.
I think you were
No.
the first one to swear,
Like-
Phoebe.
Kid quiz. But Phoebe's an exception.
She's special.
I think she said
Why?
it. I think she said it in context to something we we're talking about.
I don't think I did.
You did.
No, I don't think she did know.
Something about something.
Who knows?
Who
Copper
knows?
pipes?
No.
Oh.
Copper pipe.
That's who. Oh god. Is there a demon in this bloody Discord server?
I think so.
God, do we already have to have an exorcism for our Discord server, guys? Come on.
Damn.
If you keep bringing up
Okay,
copper
let's-
pipes, you might.
Glory
let's
holes,
not
man.
let's
Copper
alright,
pipes,
let's not bring up
pipes.
copper pipes or hairbrushes, okay?
I mean, hairbrush is probably okay.
Nah.
Guys, stop using inside jokes.
Oh, okay. No copper pipes. Copper glory holes.
Yes, copper glory holes.
Glory.
Gloria.
Okay, who's excited for Christmas
Okay,
and
this
what do
is
you think
turning
you guys
to
are
crap.
going to
Yeah,
I
all
know-
I'm
want?
excited.
I know that
Nothing.
on the piano.
Alright, I'll go first because no one volunteered. So I'm
Oh,
probably
okay.
getting a fresh phone because mine's about as ancient as my CF.
Rip.
Damn.
What do you
Oh,
call
yeah?
it?
Not as ancient as my
I
iPhone.
might be getting Battlefield 5 for Xbox and Super Smash
Yeah.
Bros.
Hooray.
Brawl. Super Smash Bros. Unultimate,
What are you talking about?
and that's about it because I'm a lonely boy.
I need to wake
Are
my
you gonna
brother
get
up.
Switch Online?
Connor, what are you getting for
You need to
Christmas, seeing as
visit.
though no one's volunteering?
Last
okay.
Christmas.
I'm getting an SNES Classic, which will be fantastic
Oof.
because the games.
Oh,
on there
that
are-
rhymed.
I'm just.
That rhymed.
Wait, these are the games I play to
Oh,
get.
did it really? Oh.
You said NES Classic, and that's gonna be fantastic.
Oh, damn. Oh my
Oh.
god, it did too. Damn.
Connors likes to surprise himself. Wow.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
Liv, what do you want for Christmas?
The games I'm planning to get Spider-Man Heist Expansion, PS4. Game about magic. I don't know. I think of World of Warcraft and I looked into it. I was like, oh no. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can play World of Warcraft for free.
I know. For the first 20 levels.
Have you played?
Yeah,
that?
20. You can get up to level 20.
It will keep expanding as soon as they keep going. If years go on, it will keep going expand. It'll keep
Magic
expanding.
game. Dark Souls, there you go. You can like make magic stuff.
Yeah, I looked in. I had Witcher 3, but there
Dark
were so
Souls
many
3,
glitches in my game. I
Darksiders
tried like
3,
everything and it just wasn't helping, so I just refunded it.
I'm just trying to think of magic games.
Bloody
Persona 5.
World of Warcraft.
Oh,
Wizard,
Skyrim.
Wizard 101.
Skyrim.
Wizard
Skyrim.
101. yeah.
Wizard 101.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. um,
Minecraft.
Has anyone
Minecraft.
played
Roblox.
Persona 5?
Persona
Oh,
5.
no.
I have played Persona 5.
Yeah. It looks
You know,
really good.
I played Roblox the other day because Siege was down and I was playing with some mates, and
Yeah.
it was really fun. I don't know why I found it so fun.
Oh, we were actually talking about Roblox the other day, weren't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
Gang-
That's
yeah, the
oh my
gang
God.
rape.
Gang rape.
Gang
Yeah.
rape.
How it is kid friendly, you know.
Yeah, it is.
So much for PG.
No, it is PG.
You should play Shadow
yeah.
of War, you know.
Shadow of War?
Yeah.
What's it
Right.
like?
Very good.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Very good.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have dead silence. Just why
I
not?
know.
I'm gonna get some
Well-
water real quick because all this.
Well, I'm gonna
is
bring
in
up
my mouth dry.
topics
Oh
like I
wait,
did
I've got
the
some
other
water
day.
next to me. Great. Whoops.
Nice.
Look
Alright,
at you being
get this
prepared,
back on
Connor.
track.
Yeah, I know, right?
What a good man.
Let's get
So
this.
so genius.
Let's get this back on track. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah. So what's everyone else doing for Christmas?
Oh yeah, I was gonna get.
Something.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Play with Harley.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my heart so I can sing what do you call it? Last Christmas in context.
We'll be doing a Christmas special sometime, guys. Yeah. I don't know.
Probably.
No, I don't.
thought-
I reckon we'll end up missing out on that for some
Yeah,
reason.
probably.
Yeah,
Just forget
so
about it.
viewers who are probably watching, beware, we probably will be not being here for Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks
Yeah.
off.
I'll do a solo podcast, yo.
Solo
Yeah,
podcast.
Yep.
Miles, we're like basically the same person. Let's do a solo thing.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's gonna be recording. I'm assuming one of you two.
Sorry guys, I actually love my family.
I love my family, but
My family doesn't love me.
I don't have a family.
So I actually want to spend quality quantity time with them. I want to spend
Quantity
quality
time.
content with them.
Jeez, what are you
Quantity
playing?
time.
Yeah, what
This
is
doesn't
that?
look like the category Minecraft.
I'm changing it.
Is that human for flat?
Lovely.
Definitely, yeah.
What is it?
It's a game.
What game
Is
is
it
it?
a
Alright.
game theory?
Let's pull up some topics, yo.
Okay,
Oh,
please.
we've only been going for half an hour. That's insane. I thought
Yeah.
we've been
It
going
might
for
be a
ages.
short one today. Okay.
It's gonna.
Ah.
Wait, is this
Yeah.
Portal? Wait, no. I have no idea.
Portal?
Close to
What
Portal.
game is this?
Close to Portal.
CS:GO.
I played Portal.
Oh, okay. I've never
I've
seen
played
like.
Portal since it came out.
Yeah.
It's like Portal, but you know. It's a new game that just bought like today.
Is it like Portal 2?
It's like Portal. It's a what's sensitivity?
It's hard to live.
It's
See,
like
like
Portal.
my stream's like
Just-
like 50 seconds behind, so I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting.
Oh,
So
I haven't said the name of it yet.
It's called the Talos Principle. It's almost like it's like Portal 2. It's like Portal 2, but in Portal.
Okay. Xbox in 2018, a year in review. Xbox exclusive games that have been here have been Skeletal Form, State of Decay 2.
I can talk all about those.
Oh my god, I can't ever say this
Forza
game.
Horizon 4.
Yeah, that's the one, and Evolving.
Alright.
Hardware crashed it, so that's not very interesting.
Well, I can review the games real quick because I've
Yeah,
played
review
most of
them.
So Xbox this year we had State of Decay 2, which was August, pretty sure. It was pretty good. It was a zombie survival game. Like I don't know what game to compare it to, but like you just go around and you establish a base, find survivors, claim like outposts and that to get food and that. It was pretty good. It was like a really good survival game. And then we had State of Decay, just said that. Sea of Thieves by Rare, which was alright, but
I hope
it got boring.
Yeah, I heard that it got boring really quickly.
Yeah, it was mostly just like the same thing. You get a bounty or whatever, go sail, find a treasure, get attacked by other players.
That's
Might
what
as
I
well play
find
Clash.
with games that are solely co-op. They don't last as long as story-based games that also have story on them. Because like Sea of Thieves did have a story, did it? Like it didn't have
Oh,
single
you know.
player.
Wait, what game?
Like Sea of Thieves.
Oh, Sea of Thieves. Nah.
Those games go out real quick. And okay, I have to vent for a second. I'm so annoyed
Yeah.
at Detroit because
Like the
That-
city?
No,
the game.
game.
Because it's 9 hours of gameplay for a $90 game. I think that's such a rip-off. And they're like, oh, you can replay the stories, but... And you look at the options, and I don't think it'd be that fun. Like, I think that's a bit of a rip-off to have a AAA studio create a 9-hour gameplay game and have... So you're paying $10 an hour.
But I mean, Overwatch was $100 at launch, and it was just multiplayer.
Yeah, but Detroit is a single-player game with 9 hours of gameplay.
Yeah,
You
but
want-
isn't
you want
there,
at least
like
longer.
different pathways?
Yeah, I don't know.
So then it's more
The
than
pathways
9
are
hours.
completely like a lot of the pathways are completely different.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time to like program like that type of stuff as well. Like say if they're making it so your pathways actually impact the game like Telltale does, then it's very hard and they can't really make it that long if they have a promised set release date, I guess.
Yeah, I know. I guess because I'm comparing it to Red Dead, and
Yeah.
Yeah, well that's
it's like 100 hours of gameplay, and the choices you make completely change the game. So you can play it like 5 times and have different endings all the time.
Yeah.
And that was the same price as Detroit.
yeah. Well,
If that makes sense.
even like some people were really pissed off at well, this isn't on Xbox. It's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. People were really pissed off about that because that was a port from the Wii U, but no one played it because it was on the Wii U, and it was an incredible game.
Yeah, I know.
No, they're not all ports. They're not all ports. Technically,
They're
I
carbon
can say
copies.
that as a Switch owner, I can say that.
what? That they're ports or they're not? Wait.
Well, a lot of them are though. Like a lot of the main ones, like Mario Kart, Splatoon. It feels like a Splatoon 1 port.
Splatoon's not a port.
I played them both, but it feels like it.
If you play Splatoon long enough, it's not.
Yeah.
No way it's a port.
They are all carbon copies of the original. Brilliant.
Yeah. And I feel like the gaming industry quality has gone down and the price has gone higher.
Fortnite.
All of
No, Fortnite. Fortnite's not a bad game, okay?
Yeah, it is. It is.
You rip on it because
Mouse.
It's really not. It's just a
It's
meme.
bad now.
People
bad
enjoy
now.
it. It's a big group of company. Like, it doesn't have that many glitches. It's doing pretty well for itself.
Mate, Fortnite, they had to release a good game. They had to remove a good game just because Fortnite was doing better than it. It's like,
PUBG.
okay.
No, you're
No.
paranoid because of Paragon.
I'm talking about
Mouse.
Paragon.
Nah, man.
Oh, you all used to always play that. But like, hang on. The thing with Fortnite is though, like, what do you call like Fortnite? They spent 7. So after Epic wrapped up Gears of War 3, they spent 7 years developing Fortnite Save the World, and then Battle Royale comes out, gets a massive surge of players and success, and they ditched the mode they spent 7 years on to work on the other thing, which sucks for players like me who spent the money on the game just to get an update once every 3 months that adds a new quest with one new weapon.
Yeah, but they rode that success well. Like,
Yeah.
success of PUBG, which was like the original. No, it wasn't the original, but
Minecraft.
it like really like realized like the what's it called battle royale thing on Twitch. I'm pretty sure. It broke the record.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, true.
Because I mean, you had Armor 2 Battle Royale on that.
Yeah, but that's like way too realistic.
You cut
Yeah.
out, Mark.
I'm sorry. Also, John, why are you hammering?
Oh crap! I only just got your message, John. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Hang on, I'm just typing.
Anyone have a
But
good
for-
magic game they want to recommend?
Magica.
Magic the Gathering
Okay.
card game, lol.
Yeah.
Hearthstone.
Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm joking.
No, I need serious.
My dad played Hearthstone, and he's really good at it, and I'm not.
I don't play
Rip.
Hearthstone. Oh, I used to.
Cheesy, we can play it if you
He
want.
tried to get me to
Okay.
play it with him once.
I only played it for a few hours
With me.
with Harley.
Realm of the
Yeah,
Mad
I played
God.
it once, and
That's
I'm
a
like, no.
magic game.
This game is really cool, Cheesy.
Yeah, it's
What is it?
like a puzzle game.
Alright,
Please,
going back
one
to
channel.
Xbox real quick so I can finish that topic.
Yeah.
What was the other game? What was the other big exclusive game? Forza Horizon 4. That was, what do you call it? That was really good. Like, the driving in it and the graphics were really good.
Yeah.
Still can't top Halo 2 Anniversary, but, like, it was a really good racing game. And I haven't played Forza since, like,
Oh, I did.
the
Alright,
dawn
yeah.
of the franchise.
So you die, okay.
So I haven't really played Forza since it really came out, and getting back into it with like Horizon 4 was really good.
Yeah, my brother got it. Oh, I'd say a month ago, and he's just playing it non-stop. he got the DLC. Mate, why don't you wait? He's like, no, I love it so much. I just want to do it now, and I'm like, oh, okay. I could have
That's-
gotten you that for Christmas. But
Oh, that's the worst when you're wanting a game so bad. It's like 2 weeks away from Christmas, and you're like, no.
I almost had to do the same for Smash. I was like, oh, I could just wait for Christmas, but I don't want to, so I'm just gonna buy it now.
Yeah, I know it's so
So-
I pretty much made like a corporate, like I scammed you like I scammed you into getting Pokemon,
Yeah,
basically.
you did. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh, not that I'm-
Pokemon was a really good game. Hey, Pokemon's just a port from Pokemon Fire Red. They upgrade the graphics
Literally
there.
is.
No, so
Basically,
I
yes.
admit there were a lot of ports this year, but next year's gonna be insane. Like, there's
Ow.
next,
Luigi's Mansion
except next
3.
year starts off with a port. Super Mario Bros.
Yeah,
Wii
okay,
U.
that's
Oh,
Go
wow,
up.
no,
insane.
okay, yeah. So there's that, and then there's Luigi's Mansion 3, Metroid
Can-
4, Bayo 3, freaking Pokemon. There's Yoshi as well. There's a Yoshi
Yoshi.
game.
Oh, Fallout 76 might be getting ported because it's Bethesda.
Can you guys explain what you mean by
Wait,
a
not
port?
Bethesda. No.
Oh, so a port is when a company. So for example, Undertale was originally on PC only, and then
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking of Undertale, but then they were like, oh, it's really popular. It would be even more popular if we put it on PS4 and Xbox.
Oh,
So that's what they did.
I didn't know there was a word for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Connor, how many of those Nintendo games are new IPs?
New IPs,
Yeah.
not that many.
Metroid,
But-
Pokemon.
New IPs. Well, then again, in 2015
Oh,
they had
true.
Spoon, and then Arms last year.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
didn't they have another one? Didn't they have another one this year?
Nah. I don't
Oh,
think
1-2 Switch! 1-2 Switch!
Ah,
Nah, that was last year.
They
Just
have
trying to
so many
think.
old IPs they could bring back, like Golden Sun. That was really good. I've never played it before, but it was really good.
Well, but if the fan base isn't there, there's like no point. If it's just like a small, if it's just like a small group, then
Yeah.
they're not gonna do it. It's like they want to do what everyone wants, so
Yeah.
everyone's on the same page, so they make the money.
Yeah, it's true.
Like they're gonna bring back oh, they might be releasing a Zelda remake, and everyone thinks it's gonna be Skyward Sword, but
That was sort of deconfirmed, sadly.
oh really?
Yeah.
What's the point of remaking a Zelda game?
Well, see, remakes are different because, like, so Zelda is like after Breath of the Wild success, it like even though Zelda's always been like really, really big, after Breath of the Wild success, it kind of just like upped the Zelda franchise's, I guess, reputation more. So
Yeah.
they kind of want to re-release a game that was like, from what I hear, Skyward Sword was really good, but like it didn't get much
Yeah, what?
much people playing it.
Some people.
Skyward
Oh.
Sword was good.
Yeah.
I heard some people really didn't like
One
it.
of 2 games that I actually play on the Wii.
I don't think many people bought Skyward Sword though.
Mm.
See, I didn't know about it
It's
until
because
after I got
it was-
after I played Twilight Princess.
to me, what I see it as, not many people played or bought Skyward Sword because there was this big thing about the Wii being like retarded. Everyone's like, why would you get a Wii? The Wii's so retarded. But like, I don't know
But
why.
practically everyone had one.
Yeah, that's right.
I know, like everyone had a Wii, but for some reason the Wii was considered not cool, and like if you had a Wii, it was really like retarded to have a Wii, and
Yeah, you're like a casual
But-
gamer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Why do you
but
need
the
so
a
like
Wii so
if
much?
you had a Wii, that was just weird, and I'm like, but Legend of Zelda, I
Yeah.
liked it because I absolutely love swords, and the reason why I love Skyward Sword so much is because
Cool.
you actually
Why?
use the Wii remote as a sword. Hello.
I remember I got our Wii. Oh, sorry, we got our Wii because
We got our Wii.
Wait, guys, I forgot. Hold on. How do you buy? Oh, they're doing. Sorry.
Well,
Oh, I think we got our Wii because of Skyland. That was
Really?
yeah.
Well-
I remember I was like, oh, I really think it's on PS2, so we spent like a couple of months trying to find out if it was on PS2,
Jesus Christ.
and then because we didn't think of looking it up for some reason.
Oh,
We
wait,
looked it up,
actually-
so.
AFL boy that me, you, Bates, and Bowen know, he has every single Gen 1 Skylander.
Whoa,
oh,
that's crazy.
I'm not even joking. He was kind of like that with the trends, but see,
my brother played Skylanders.
I played it. I played the first one. Got Giants pirated. I can't remember how. Like I bought it from somewhere, and except I got it and it was on a burnt disc, and like as in like someone burnt the file to it, like not cooking it burnt, like not.
We know what it
We
means.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, little kids don't understand the pain and struggles of doing that back in the day.
I used to do that with all my music.
Yeah, but now we can just download it straight from the internet and just listen to it.
I
Mm.
know, right?
Yay, internet.
But I remember I got Skyline, and then I like nearly got to the end, and because the disc was dodgy in that, it like it just stopped working, so I never actually got to finish the game, and I wasn't paying to buy another portal and another what do you call it, like to get the game with another portal.
Playing with
Yeah.
portals.
Going back to the like the Wii's reputation, I feel like it was that way because like Xbox, that was back when the Wii came out, was when like Xbox Live was thriving, when PSN was getting hacked all the time and that. But like that's when like the COD craze kind of took off with like the Modern Warfare, and Black Ops the Black Ops franchise had just started off as well, and Halo, and like then the Wii got like everyone was excited because the Wii got Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, and that, and people were excited, but when they actually played it, it was like a really bad port, and it
Yeah.
like didn't run well, and like
Well,
you
the
couldn't
Wii was
do
weaker,
as much in that.
All of like Nintendo's consoles are like really weak in like hardware specs,
Yeah, they are.
Mm.
like
Well-
compared to the other generations of stuff.
Actually, Nintendo were leading very, very long ago now.
Yeah, a long
that
time
was
ago,
because
not
That's
now.
because there was no one else. And they were sort of the originals. Like,
But I mean, see the Switch, what do you call it? The Switch was had to be lowered because it was portable. There we go, got it out. Like the Wii, yeah, it had a job to do, and I guess they didn't really care about it, like the performance of like the graphics and that back then.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? And the Wii U, like I've got one, but I only got it like a year or two back, so I don't know like how well it Wii U had some good launch titles like Black Ops 2 and that, but I don't know how it performed compared to the Xbox One and that.
no, it didn't do well.
Yeah. Like what do you call it? So yeah, like I don't know if it's underpowered or like I
Yeah,
think
it
it came
was.
out at the end of the second generation of Xbox and PS3. I think it came out at the end there, so it would be on par with those, I'd say.
Yeah,
But
the,
this-
the Wii U was super weak.
Yeah, like I guess they were trying to like do a home console DS.
No, they were trying to pretty much just ride off, and then,
Only you like cut out a little.
oh really? Oh, sorry.
What did you say?
I said they were trying to really just sort of carry from the success of the Wii. So, so like I remember, apparently originally when it was revealed, the Wii U, everyone originally thought it was just an add-on for the Wii
Yeah,
because
I thought it was as well.
it kind of was. It was really just the gamepad, and that was the only thing that was different. So
Well, I
I
guess some
have to leave.
updates.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Buffy B.
damn.
Wait,
I have to
Oh,
leave because
yeah.
I have work. So
damn.
bye.
Warehouse.
See?
Have fun.
Lost prices are
Have
just the
fun.
beginning. That's our policy.
Yeah.
Haha.
Haha.
Having
Cringy.
no fun,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Oh, we're down a member.
Damn.
Letting
Right.
it down.
Right, what were we saying about the Wii U? Oh yeah, like the
Weaker
add-on and
underpowered.
that.
Dumb.
Yeah. Well, I guess they did need to release another console because hardware upgrades. It's kind of like I guess looking at the Wii U, it's not really another generation. It's more like an Xbox One X of its own kind. Like
Yeah.
like major for Nintendo, major upgrades in that.
Yeah.
Oi, what's the best gun
Or
For what?
for CS:GO?
Oh, for you, if you
Don't play it. That's the gun.
Don't play. That's the gun.
Alright. Correct. You one step ahead of us already, not playing it.
well, but the Switch, I don't really see compared to Wii U. Like when I play it now, sometimes compared to Wii, U, I don't see this. Like I see why the Switch needs to be underpowered because it's actually like all the stuff is in the actual Switch console. So and that the Switch is like really thin. It's like really lightweight. It's like the Switch is probably the size of like an iPhone Plus or something. Like it'll easily fit in one of my pockets, and it like I reckon for what it's doing, it does really well. Like with the compared to Xbox One and that, but we just need more support. Like we just need Activision to get on board and bring back COD on it and like Destiny.
Hooray
Like
for Bethesda. Good work, Bethesda.
yeah, I hope Fallout 70. Wait, Bethesda is Fallout, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, I
Rip for
hope.
that one.
Yeah,
Different
I was
time.
just double checking because I was talking about it with a friend the other day, and he was like, "I don't think it's owned by Bethesda."
he's high. He's retarded.
Yeah.
But I was like, I
Sorry.
think it is because it uses like similar engines to Wolfenstein and that. But I feel
Yeah,
like Fallout
right.
76 would be perfect for Switch compared to it being on Xbox and that, because it's become a massive failure, and I feel like it being on Switch would like kind of boost it because then it's portable and it kind of like, I guess if it's portable, then it kind of makes up for the fact that it's a bad game.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think it has
No.
enough hard. It doesn't have enough spec power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
they have to downgrade it pretty bad, and the thing is,
Well, I mean,
even
they
like,
downgraded
even-
Wolfenstein, and
Yeah,
it still looked really good.
Yeah, and even like Doom Eternal, blah, blah, blah. Doom Eternal is coming to Switch next year.
Oh,
See,
really?
that's another big one coming next year. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they have to downgrade it pretty big. But I think the thing is, even if they made it portable, that won't really make up for the fact
Yeah.
the servers are bad, and then it looks bad, and then it's not a great game.
Well, see, if it looks bad, perfect for Switch.
Damn,
Oh.
that's hard.
I just roasted one of my own consoles. I feel bad. But I mean that like they wouldn't, seeing as though how bad the graphics are, I don't think they'll really need to do that much to really port it to the Switch.
Which one? What game is this?
Fallout 76.
I still think it's a bit too like the game. I think is too demanding for the console.
Oh yeah, I think it's too demanding as well.
Oh yeah, true.
I hope if they're gonna bring Fallout, I hope it's Fallout 4. That'd be great.
Yeah, not 76.
Yeah, 76. Hopefully not.
The only thing
Well-
good out of that song was the popularity of that song.
Yeah, that's right. That
The
that
song
pretty
was-
much brought back the song, didn't it?
Yeah, it's just the song.
That's all they accomplished.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Well- Oh no.
got something.
Are you gonna play Country Road?
No, got it. I'm going to give you something to look at.
Well,
And topics. Just have a look.
Doom Eternal.
Guys, oof, very nice.
I feel like Doom is just one of those. Wolfenstein is bad as well for this. It's just one of those games that they like will reboot, but like you don't know. It's like, well, Doom Eternal's a sequel, and I guess Doom did need a reboot because Doom 3 was the last one that came out like 10 years ago. But I feel like Wolfenstein is weird because we
How do
had
you get rid of the
all, like,
bomb? How do you get rid of the bomb?
the diffusal kit.
Yeah.
Is it press A on it? Hold E on it. Look for the bomb.
But
Look for bomb E.
I have it. I
But-
want to.
Wolfenstein's
get rid of
weird
it.
because you had these Wolfenstein games on the original Xbox and
Oh fuck.
on like all the other
I'll find
consoles
stuff,
before
dude.
it. But then there was another Wolfenstein game which was meant to be a reboot. And then there's like three on the no, hang on. Then on Xbox One you've got Wolfenstein Old Blood, Wolfenstein New Order, and Wolfenstein the New Colossus. And I don't know what order they go in. What one's the actual which one's a sequel to the other Wolfenstein, or if it's a reboot? Like none of it gets explained very well.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never played Wolfenstein, so.
Eh.
Neither.
It's
I think
practically.
it scared me too much, which sounds really stupid, but
It's just Nazis with upgraded gear and
Yeah, I
winning the
know.
Yeah.
Second World War.
Yeah, well, yeah, isn't the story like if they won Second World War or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's if
and they
it's
invade
if
like
Hitler and that.
and they invade like America and stuff, and it starts off in a ship, and it just
Yeah.
I don't. World War II freaks me out too much to deal with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Wolfenstein 2 I've got New Order and Old Blood, but I just haven't played them. But I played Wolfenstein 2, and I found it pretty fun, and like it wasn't scary, and I like the themes that it had. I'm pretty sure one of the missions you go to another planet and you try out for the role in a movie about the protagonist of the game, BJ Blazkowicz.
Oh yeah.
And then the guy's disguised and he goes up to the Nazi headquarters where Hitler is somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it's on a different planet like Saturn or Jupiter or something.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's interesting. I found it really interesting how this. I forgot who made it. Was it who made it?
Wait, Wolfenstein,
Yeah.
Bethesda.
Bethesda.
Yeah, how they were like, how Battlefield 5 were like, oh, you know what, we don't want to put swastikas in our game.
No.
And then Wolfenstein was like, you know what, let's just put it everywhere.
Yeah.
Actually talking about Battlefield 5, didn't they remove the British flag because of colonialism and that? Some feminists went off.
No.
No matter
Uh,
news that you watched or something.
No, my mate Squizzy said they removed the British flag or something because
He is
Um,
fake news. I'm joking.
no, because
I was playing
Squizzy plays it
today.
all the time.
What was he smoking?
Damn.
That's
I
just
want
like-
some of that.
No,
No,
I
but
was
he
playing
was-
today and there was a British flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard something about that, like that some person went off about how it represents colonialism and like conquering other countries and that, and they had like, or they're having to remove it or something.
Well, they
No.
can go suck a dick, you know.
Which
Oh, wait,
I
no,
don't,
they won't.
I don't understand, like why EA would do that.
one social justice warrior cannot take down a whole company.
Well, I mean, EA are pretty hurt at the moment. I mean, look what happened to Battlefront 2.
No, I don't even know the game, so it's like, ugh.
Loot boxes.
Oh,
That's
Star
Battlefront
Wars,
2
yeah,
started
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Star Wars.
It wasn't even bad. The prices were reasonable. Like a kid could afford it. It was like $1 for heaps of crystals that you could buy the loot boxes for, and they gave you cards which helped you out in game, but they didn't actually like pose any like threat to another player who's just joined the game. And then one person went off about it before the game even released. It was early access for the deluxe edition. Someone went off about it, like, oh, I got killed by someone with purple cards. That just makes them heal like 2 seconds faster. And then the whole loot box thing started.
I think
Yeah,
it's
but
because people don't want to play games that people have already paid like $100 for a AAA company game, and they don't want to pay more just to have an advantage over other players.
But
Yeah.
the loot boxes you could get, so you do one match and you could get 2 to 3 loot boxes,
Yeah, but
and
the
you
problem-
get
but
you get a
that's-
free daily one, and you get them for doing milestones, which is like, get kills as an assault, get kills as a medic, and that.
That still makes it less competitive.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you just happen to have more money, then it means that you have a higher chance of winning, which isn't fair.
But
Like, you know
most of
what
the cards gave you different abilities, like it changes your dart gun, like your scan dart gun, to give you a like a thermal detonator, which you get basic, but you remove having this scan dart for upgrading the damage of your grenade.
Yeah, but they want access to that for like. With...
Yeah, you shouldn't have to pay to be
Yeah.
better, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, true, but also, like, going on about microtransactions, like, other games have done it in the past, other big games. I can't remember. Well, there was another big
Yeah,
game
and that's why there's
that
such
did.
a revolt. That's why there's such a big revolt. Like, we need to stop microtransactions. This is why, you know what I mean?
I mean, oh, big example, Clash of Clans. You could pay heaps of real money to upgrade your base and your troops to have a massive advantage over the other player, like, attacking.
At the
Yeah,
same
but here's the
time,
thing.
that's a mobile game.
Yeah, mobile,
Yeah.
casual.
There's a very big difference between
True,
people that
mobile
are playing.
gamers aren't real gamers.
What?
Sorry, not sorry.
But the thing is, mobile games are either very cheap or they're free, and so
Yeah,
developers
true.
who spend a very long time developing it don't earn a lot of money just from people buying the game, so they kind of have to.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
there's not much of a choice.
But there's a massive controversy going on in the COD community actually about microtransactions. So what Black Ops 4 has done, they've got the Contraband stream, which is free to all players. It's a battle pass, but it's free to all players, season pass or not, like base game or free to every player. That's it, and it's really good. It's got good content. It's not game change. Like there's weapon camos that are cool, but they don't change the game whatsoever in that. But see, everyone's got liking that. And then they did the blackjack shop and there's a contraband shop which you can buy special orders which add on to your contraband stream. But the blackjack shop sells skins, stickers, special weapon camos and that, and they're all really reasonable prices compared to Call of Duty. So you'll pay $10 and you could get 2 skins, or like you could pay $20 and you could get like a couple of skins, maybe some spray paints and that. Whereas Fortnite, you can either pay $20, like $10 to $20 for a cheap skin, or $30 for a legendary skin.
Yeah. My opinion
Whereas-
is that I don't care if microtransactions are accessories. Like, I don't really care if it's like, just like, not performance based, just looks
Yeah,
based.
cosmetic.
Like,
yeah.
cosmetic.
I
If
agree,
you want a character that's full blue and you have to pay for it, I'm fine with that shit. But if it alters how you play a game and how well you can play it, I think that's unfair because you already paid $100 for a AAA game.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
with that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I agree. with
Like
that.
personally, I just prefer to play as a character colors anyway. So
Yeah.
I generally don't buy cosmetic stuff anyway.
Yeah, neither.
So,
But
Especially.
so, oh, you go.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so like all the COD communities, like Treyarch and Activision have done it again. They're ruining our game, which it's not hurting the game's performance whatsoever. Black Ops is still like on the rise, and it's still really good. Like nothing's changed there. But all the YouTubers are like, and they play Fortnite, so it's kind of hypocritical when they're paying $30 on that game to get one skin, or they could pay $30 and get like a couple of skins and maybe a Mastercraft weapon camo. Like they're all being hypocritical, and like even the media was on it a month or two back, like like Activision are ruining their game with microtransactions, when it's the exact same as what Fortnite has done, except on a much more affordable scale. Like, and I'm just kind of sick of the media trying to portray things that, like, some people don't like, and they're trying to go like, like 1 or 2 people don't like this, you all mustn't like it now.
I think it's kind of weird because so generally journalists are like you're supposed to be like you're encouraged to speak from like a neutral standpoint.
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to,
Mm.
like you're not supposed to say, oh, this is really bad. But if it's an opinionated article, then it's okay. And generally most YouTubers are like that. But I don't know. Like they can say, oh, fans of the game are really unhappy about this because blah 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 blah. but they don't say, "Oh, this company sucks because they've done this." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes feels like
They're allowed to say, oh, you know, yeah, like they're allowed to point out that people are unhappy, but they're not allowed to say,
I'm unhappy.
yeah,
Like as I talked about, I think I talked about that PewDiePie thing last podcast about the dude from BuzzFeed and the anti-Semitic thing PewDiePie didn't know about. Did I talk about that with the dude he shouted
Might have.
out? I think I did. Well, like this guy was practically taking sides with well, he was making his own side and like trying to get people on there. And like even though he's the media and like it had nothing to do with him, PewDiePie didn't know he made a mistake and like he's obviously like apologized for it now, but like this dude from the media was just trying to portray him as like evil and anti-Semitic, trying to like be a neo-Nazi or something, you know?
Journalism's very interesting right now. I think it's going through a phase of like trying to find itself a little bit because investigating journalism isn't really a thing anymore. I find it's more just reporting on stuff. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
And the thing is, more and more
They're
people
basically
see it as
podcasts.
far. Oh, sorry, you go, Harley.
They're basically podcasts.
Oh,
Same.
damn. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
rip! Ouch! No, but I know what you mean. Like, there's no investigating anymore. I guess I don't know. It's hard to explain. I guess
Yeah.
I'm saying I guess a lot.
Well, the news has changed too, like over the last few years. Like as a kid, I remember watching Sunrise. There was always something. It was always about something important. Then, like, they would have something. Like they would have, like, all the important news on, and they would take like at least an hour, and then they'll talk like maybe for half an hour before they finish about like something else, like new healthy eating habits and that, like new like discoveries, like stuff that wasn't really, which was interesting but wasn't really needed. Well, it was, but it's just.
I find it interesting. I don't really like morning talk shows, to be honest.
But Sunrise now is just like, oh, that's that type of thing for like an hour and a half. Then they might have half an hour on one story about like some dude causing a car accident on a massive Melbourne bridge or something.
Yeah. How long have you been going for now, folks?
We've been going
Alex,
for an hour and 12 minutes or something.
Okay.
I can continue for a little bit more.
I'm like, the media is just gonna die, honestly. But a lot. I also heard about this this PewDiePie BuzzFeed thing. People are attacking attacking YouTubers and that like PewDiePie because they're scared that YouTube's taking over their platform like television and that. Like, if I had a choice nowadays, I'd probably watch YouTube over TV because YouTube's just got more stuff available.
And they do their
to me.
research, not like these stupid assholes.
Yeah.
Just watch Stan and Stan and Netflix. Just watching like media. We're in such a time where like we're just watching media evolve. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, like
Actually, like just like
yeah.
a bit of a tangent there, Mark. Did anyone actually know that Ali A had his on ABC Me?
yeah.
How
LA
weird is that?
Superchargers.
How weird is that?
Well,
LEA is
that
what?
I think
So strange.
LEA had a TV show.
Oh, okay.
LEA Superchargers.
No.
Who's
But
Ali?
I think LEA, you know the
LEA.
doom 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 doom.
Nope.
No,
Fortnite
Oh.
Fortnite YouTuber that goes like, oh my god guys, you will not believe what just happened in Fortnite.
You don't know LEA.
Oh no, I know that person now. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and he puts like asterisks around words.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
just
know
like-
you don't
in
like
his
memes
title.
now.
See, an LEA intro is typically like, oh, an LEA not intro, LEA title of video. So he'll like have weapons in capitals. So the video title will be, look at this awesome new weapon in Fortnite Battle Royale, and then it'll be what do you call it? It'll be, so if you were to say it, how you would read it, it'll be like, look at this new weapon in Fortnite Battle Royale. Like that's how you would read it. Like, or not read it, but like how you'd say it if you were to read it how it's written.
Yeah.
Which, like, actually going back to the LEA show on ABC Me or whatever. I think he made that show when it was a time where a lot of YouTubers were trying to get in the media. Like, you remember Fred, that annoying
Ah,
Fred?
Fred!
Yeah, like Nickelodeon gave him a TV show. Cartoon Network got the annoying Orange TV show with
Oh
Toboscus.
god, wow, I remember.
Like, and then like they were trying to put YouTubers more in the media because obviously like they knew like they were like thriving on YouTube. Like they can help their things grow, even though most of the shows were like really bad and ruined the career of these YouTubers. AK Fred.
Well, what's it called? Tobuscus.
Like, I mean, yeah, Toboscus was like in the annoying Orange show, which I was like, okay.
No, but I'm saying like he already ruined his, like.
Yeah, true. At that point, that was when he was going downhill. But like, oh, Smosh, like Smosh kind of had a downfall as well, like because of the media. So, most of you guys probably know this, but Anthony in 2013, like, he loved doing Smosh with Ian, which was their own, like, basically their own company in that. And Defy Media approached them saying like, oh, would you like to sell your company to us for stock? And like misled them. So Anthony didn't know that stock meant like, oh, they're just basically giving it away for free. Like they're giving all the, basically the stock of the content. I don't know the words. Like the stock of the
Defy Media, I think.
No, like, so Defy Media approached Anthony, was like, yo, do you want to sell your thing? Like, we'll give you
You want to sell
money.
Smosh for stock?
Yeah, like, for money, like, stock, like, go and get some money, sell Smosh to us for stock and that. And he was like, oh, okay. And he didn't look into it because, like, the way they said it, like, kind of already seemed convincing. So he did it unknowingly, knowing that he didn't get any of the money out of, like, he just basically gave up Smosh for free. And, like, he couldn't do anything about it, really. And then, like, you know how there's those new people on the channel? The new people? Yeah, and, like, everyone thinks that, oh, Ian and Anthony, like, were, like, they wanted more people, when really they just showed up on set or whatever that day, and they were like, oh, like, we're working with you now, and they didn't, like, Anthony and Ian really didn't get a choice, which, in the end, eventually led, Anthony to leaving. Not to mention that Anthony was basically getting no money out of it anymore.
Can I just ask, what is Smosh? Like, I heard of it.
What is Smosh?
We already had
They
this
were
trial
like-
It was a
thing.
YouTube channel back. It still is a YouTube channel, but
the
the original
were ones-
creators have left, and it was just a very popular show with like millions of views, like millions and
Yeah.
millions of views.
They did
But,
skits. They did like skits like Pokemon in real
Yeah.
life. And they did controversial stuff, and everyone thought it was funny, but they can't do that stuff now because of how weak humanity has gotten.
It's not really that. It's just that they're underneath. Underneath another company. And
Well,
the company didn't
not
want like
anymore.
bad PR.
Defy Media gone.
That's what I'm saying. They were under a company that
Yeah.
like, cared about PR, like, and didn't want to like get into another lawsuit over like a Pokemon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Smosh.
Yeah, so and they had made 2 movies now. They made Ghost Mares, which was YouTube Red exclusive, and Ghost Mates, that's what it was. And then they made what was the other thing? Oh yeah, Smosh the
YouTube
movie.
one.
Oh, oof. And then Smosh the movie was like their big thing. It was really good. Like it's on Netflix. If you've got that, you can watch it there. You can watch it on a lot of platforms. But yeah, like they did that, and they got a lot of money off that. But Anthony still wasn't making the money he had made when he owned the channel. Which like Defy Media were like, you can make heaps more money if you sell us the company for stock. So yeah.
Yeah, because like if you get stock of like Defy Media and the Defy Media actually did well, it dividends per like quarter, and that would like come out as like more than what you would be getting in ad revenue and like sales and such. But here's the thing, like other than Smosh, which was doing like okay, well, I'm pretty sure other thing that they owned was doing terribly. So every quarter they would be losing money on their stock. Not like like on the share market too, like it'd be dropping in value. But they would also, I'm pretty sure, like their dividends might be like negative, possibly, maybe, because they might have been like partial owners that had to pay stuff off. But yeah, the Fight Me is like liquidated now, so Smosh is up for grabs. You want to buy it?
Ripped that one.
Yeah, I'll just pull money out of my ass and buy Smosh.
Yeah, buy Smosh. It's up for grabs.
Like, well, Anthony started his own YouTube channel, but it doesn't get like as much traction because of like all the algorithm and that now, and like he has to use clickbait.
Yeah,
See, this
the
is
older
like,
YouTubers don't get as much thing now. It's like younger YouTubers are coming through.
again.
Except PewDiePie. PewDiePie is doing pretty well.
Yeah,
That's
PewDiePie.
just rare though, I reckon.
Who remembers when PewDiePie finally took over Smosh from the most subscribed in 2011?
Ages ago, it was like, ugh.
Yeah, Smosh were actually Connor, Smosh were actually the top YouTube channel from like.
Oh.
So they lip synced the Pokemon theme. That's what they got, like 7 million views or something, like, or more than that, I think it was.
That used to be a lot.
Yeah, like that was when YouTube first started, and originally, like they had their website which they put most of their videos on. Then they started YouTube, and it was like, oh yeah, they got that, and they got a lot of fame off that, and that's when they like, were like, oh yeah, and then, they were like the most subscribed until PewDiePie took over, and they weren't angry at all. Like they legit, there was a video where like they knew Felix, aka PewDiePie, personally. And they like because of that, and like they went over to his house and like legit did like this video with him like congratulating and that, and it wasn't fake either. Like they were actually like happy for him and that. Like YouTubers nowadays, like if Jake Paul, say Jake Paul's the most subscribed, and then someone like I don't know, KSI took over, he would be like really mad, and he would like make a whole show out of it. Then he would want to box him. Whereas like
and then they'd tie.
Well, I don't know between.
I think it
well,
was
Logan, I reckon Jake Paul would get smashed because if you look at Jake Paul compared to Logan Paul, and Logan Paul and KSI tied, so I reckon KSI would come out on top. But like, see, that's an example of what YouTube's become.
Yeah,
that was stage 2, you know.
Yeah, like it just sucks now because. Like, that's what, like, if you look at it that way, that's what it would be, but back then, it's just like, oh yeah, they were like, oh yeah, he took over us, but that's actually really good because we're at a high point, and that means he's reached a personal milestone, and, like, they made a big deal out of it, as in, like, it's really good for him, but they didn't make a big deal out of it, like, oh no, he took over, I'm gonna, like, have to fight him.
Yeah, like PewDiePie is doing currently, JK, lol.
PewDiePie's just memeing it.
See, like, people that are famous now, like stupid asshole guy, Logan Paul, should not be famous. He should die in a hole like he did when he found the body. He should have been the one hanging. Oh wait, what?
Wait, what? Apparently gets like noise complaints constantly. Like,
I wonder why.
All the surrounding area is like the rest of like Hollywood, like.
I have to go, guys. So I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye. Might want to wrap it up soonish.
Yeah, we'll finish this off.
Since everyone is bloody going.
Yeah. So, we'll finish this off, like this topic, I guess. I guess we could call it a topic now.
About stupid asshole guy.
Oh, and also look at how like YouTube Rewind was presented. Like, they didn't do what like everyone wanted. Like I guess progressing forward, like from having YouTube Rewind like 2013, 14, and I think 15, where you had like people like PewDiePie was in every single one except for last year's and this year's. You had people like Smosh, who else? Like I think Toboscus was in one. Like pretty much every YouTuber you could name in that video because of like and none of them hated each other or anything. But now it's just like wait, you go.
Why was like Lily singing there? I'm pretty sure like he even post anymore? I don't know.
She had she's got a lot of controversy going around her at the moment.
No, I'm saying
that later.
Well, maybe
I don't know.
next.
I think she was really inactive, but like YouTuber, you can see the evolution of YouTube since like I mean, look at channels like 2 years ago. You had Leafy and like Pyrocynical now. I mean, Pyrocynical's come back and he's kind of trying to keep the same format, but like that's kind of died off ever since Leafy dipped. But like I had people like that, and then they just like YouTube changed their policy because they were coming big as a company, not just a website anymore. They got bought by Google and all that, and like they started demonetization and like the non-swearing and all that stuff, which drove YouTubers like Leafy away and that. Like
It was kind of.
yeah, and then YouTube Rewind this year, like the only people I knew there were Lily Singh because I knew her from
She's popular, yeah.
I knew her from some of the stuff that's going on now, and I knew her like from some stuff that was going on a few years ago. Will Smith, he has a YouTube channel, yes, but
yeah,
he's a
movies.
celebrity.
Sort of knows him.
Yeah.
Like, you had Big Shaq. I didn't notice until I rewatched it like a few days later. And Ninja, and El Lachlan was there, but Ninja, and
I saw Casey Neistat. He's there.
oh yeah, K-pop god as H3H3 put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I didn't know any single one of those. Like I get them trying to like, what do you call it? Trying to, I guess, like promote these people, like try to get them up the charts a bit more. But like we shouldn't have people that we don't know. It's like meeting a stranger, I guess. Like you don't just go up to them and like say, "Yo, what's up?" Like
Why
you
not?
want to see people. Like you don't want to go. Oh, like, hang on, let me restart that. So you want to see people you know there. Like you don't want to go up to someone downtown and go, "Hey, do you want to come like to Newcastle with me to go laser tagging?" That when you should be asking your friends instead. Unless you have
Yeah,
no
but
friends.
like, here's the thing. I think there's like 2 generations watching YouTube right now. Like
Yeah.
our generation and like the generation above us, practically meld into the same one because like we both fit into the same generation on YouTube. We've watched people like go through it, but now we're getting like a new generation, the one that learnt from the generation that we watched, and they are really cringy to us because they're like being like extra, like extrapolating everything that they did, like getting the best bits that get like a bunch of views from what the old people used to do, and that's a lot of younger people, like kids.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Hey, Cheesy.
but the thing is as well, like the
Hmm?
kids channels,
Could you
you've
try
got
going
these
around the
Elsters.
back of the building into
I'll
that little
wait for
bit?
Miles.
Yeah.
Miles,
Wait, what?
All right,
Could you
so
try like?
like
I
you
don't know
got.
if-
stop
you got
talking
these-
over each other.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Shut up, Miles!
no,
Connor.
you could go. I'll just
oh,
message him if you want.
Oh no, I was just. Oh, okay. I'll just Discord. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, Connor, say it.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
say-
I
just
was
say it.
thinking, Cheesy, could you go like around the back of the building,
Yeah,
like laser it in?
I could
I
try.
don't know.
Like,
My stream's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple seconds. Like,
oh yeah, I didn't actually think about that.
Okay, Miles, go.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
All right, so a bunch of
Right,
like YouTube is being bad for kids because like you got little kids that like parents are just shoving in front of like they used to just shove their kids in front of the TV and then they learned how to talk and that for that, but now they're shoving their kids in front of like the iPads and all the smart TVs, you know,
Miles,
where
what
they're
were you
watching
shoved in front of?
TV, watching Wiggles,
same.
My dad.
The wiggle.
like they're watching these now.
No
Kids are
one got my
watching
joke.
like they're either watching these
Oh,
toy channels that make silly or Elsa and Spider-Man videos where they don't talk, they just make silly noises and like run around and that and just stupid things where kids aren't learning to talk, they're just watching these things where they hear these stupid noises and
No,
see
I'm
them
not
doing
saying. I'm not saying like little like toddlers.
Yeah.
I'm
oh
saying
yeah
like actual 9-year-olds.
like
Who would watch
PewDiePie.
Jake Paul and that? They're watching
Yeah.
like new generation. The thing that came from the death of Vine. If Vine was still around, we probably would have a better landscape on YouTube.
Yeah, but I guess Musically kind of took over Vine, but it wasn't the same platform. Where TikTok kind of combined the two, I guess.
But what I'm saying is, if that like Vine was just a thing and it stayed alive a lot longer, it'd probably not have this landscape. It'd probably be, well, we'd still have the PewDiePie vs T series thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have Suicide Forest Boy.
You wouldn't have boxing match that was totally not rigged.
Yeah. Also, wouldn't have like Lele Pons. I don't even. Kind of popular.
Oh, Lenny, you're cutting out, mate.
I am sorry. I need to
It's
talk.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Kind of at the end of this bit, aren't we?
Well, I guess like, yeah, you're right. Like Vine died, we got all these toxic humans.
Humans.
Okay, Jake. I don't even want to classify them as humans. I mean, if Leafy as well, like if Leafy was still here, he would have killed these things a lot faster.
No,
But
not really.
I mean, Leafy killed a lot of things. If you look at it, like Leafy stopped a lot of things. Like, that dude, like Onision and that, like he stopped a lot of that. And like, if he was still around, he'd probably like stop a lot of this new stuff as well. Like, or at least like dumb it down.
You know who would?
Who?
Killer Keemstar.
Oh,
Keemstar. Keemstar's improved over the years. If
The only reason why.
You should join Logan Paul. Anyways.
Miles, the only reason why he was able to kill anything is because he's like fan
backstab.
Well, yeah,
his fan
so
base was
backstabbed.
toxic. I mean,
No.
look at me.
I'm saying like his fan base overlapped with a lot of the other fan base, and he's
true.
Also toxic. So his fan base would go and invade other people's videos that he was pointing out, and then just bomb them with comments in the comments.
Isn't he the reason why Leafy left?
Who?
Asshole guy, Keemstar.
No. Keemstar and Leafy had beef, but I think when Leafy left, that was like he was doing some stupid things. Like he had an LSD trip like on video and that. Like he did some really stupid things, and then he did an interview with Keemstar a while ago, and he pretty much like said in that video like he did some stupid things, but the YouTube platform, like YouTube itself, was changing, so he couldn't do what he used to do, like with all these new like rules and that. So he couldn't do what he used to do, forcing him to like have to leave and do accounting or whatever he does now.
If PewDiePie just didn't say the N-word.
Yeah, that and then isn't that
Nigeria.
when like after that?
Nigeria.
How long ago was that? How long ago was that now?
Oh god.
Sean Dawson said that.
I think it was last year.
Yeah, was that when he did? And then after that, was that when he did the whole can this video get 1 million dislikes and that? Is that when he was doing all that stupid stuff?
He might have been, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that was controversial, but yeah, I think it was last year because it was on the H2H2 podcast. They were talking about it.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about it. I think they're comparing it to something.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was when they were talking with iDubbbz how like H2H was talking with iDubbbz about like how like he says all this stuff and he doesn't get in trouble, but PewDiePie said it and PewDiePie got mega trouble, and iDubbbz was like saying like, oh, it's because and H2H was like saying it as well, like the way PewDiePie said it sounded like he was comfortable with saying it and he's done it before, whereas like iDubbbz like does it for the videos as a joke and that. But I mean, like looking at it, even though like PewDiePie said it like he was comfortable with saying it and that, doesn't that mean like iDubbbz, like even though iDubbbz, like I like iDubbbz and that, but like doesn't it mean that Like, Dub should have been treated the same as PewDiePie when PewDiePie got shut down for it.
Yes.
Yes.
But I guess it's just part of,
Okay.
yeah, Len. But yeah, like, that's about it, I guess.
Yep. Do you know what that means?
That means it's time to wrap up.
Time to start up a new
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
No.
That sounds
Yeah.
That's so wrong. That's a new topic.
Our new topic is how we're gonna wrap this up.
Elon Musk.
Elon
Here's
Musk
how
exists.
Elon Musk exists.
He
I'm
he owns. Oh yeah, I'm kilometers.
I'm Jesse.
Connor.
Oh yeah, I'm there you go. Yep.
John
And special guest,
And
Other George,
and
aka
Chucky,
Rakesh.
aka
Fucking,
Harley,
there's John who's been
AKA
playing Minecraft and not really been. Yeah,
and Charlie.
yeah. John just makes sounds currently.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Have you been talking much, John?
No, I was away for half of it.
Oh, lovely. Well, that's the podcast. So,
Yeah. Thanks
Yeah,
for listening.
to outros.
Very good.
We lost. Sadly, the two had to leave.
We've lost the females.
We lost the females.
I felt
Yeah.
like we lost someone else as well.
It's okay. They weren't
Baby.
that important. I'm kidding.
Oh.
Oh.
Cut that
Bit
out.
controversial. Cut that out. In the recording.
Clip it.
Clip it. Clip it.
Oh my
Look.
god, what is this?
What?
Oh,
Um,
nothing.
Outro.
Outro.
Well, yeah. Samalama dumalama
Yeah.
yushingama hiwan what I get. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
jeez,
okay,
you're now
okay.
outro out of the stream, you don't.
Well, let's get it.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Who is
No,
listening?
the whole three of you, which is us. So,
Let's
True.
go.
dab.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
go
right.
on to YouTube now.
Radio, everybody. Thanks.
Wait.
Thank you all for tuning in for the Mega Connections podcast.
Mars, wait.
What do you want, Mars?
Before we end it, I think Rakesh wanted to say something.
Okay, special guest Rakesh.
Did I?
Yeah, remember we discussed this.
Oh, right. Thank you for having me on the stream. It was very good. Yeah. Even though
Well,
I didn't
it
talk
was a
much, you know?
pleasure having you.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was a
Yeah,
pleasure having
You
you.
could have talked.
It was fun having you here. It's okay.
Yeah.
Next time when we do a guest visit, we'll see who can
Yeah.
do next. It could be any
We'll
White
have
Bacon, Batesy, whoever. Oh, he's a member.
Nah.
And someone
Nah,
else,
he's just gonna be a
maybe some
permanent
others.
guest.
Kai, we could get Kai Dan in here. I mean, Kai. Band.
Well,
I don't think he wants to associate.
well, this is a real
Well, okay. Thanks for tuning in for the Mega Connections podcast. See you all next time. It'll probably be 2 days.
Bye bye.
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 Bye.